Hello everybody, this is Pastor Timothy. I am here with my niece Joy Giles, and she has been with us in our ministry for about a month, and she's going back to the United States. I wanted to take a moment to ask her a few questions, to see how her trip was, see how her experience was, and see what the Lord has done in her life during this time. So I hope this video is helpful to all those that will watch it. I want to thank Joy for coming here to Brazil. We really appreciate the sacrifice that she and that other people made for her to be able to come and do this trip. Joy, why did you come to Brazil?
I came because of something. Really, in the end, it came down to something that one of the pastors in my church was talking about. They were sending out one of the missionaries, and he was talking about fulfilling your ministry and being a blessing. And I had started thinking about coming to Brazil, and I had talked to my mom about it, and just that really hammered it home for me, that I needed to come, and God wanted me to come so that I could grow as a person, and that He could show me different things about the world, and that I could fulfill my ministry to my family here, you guys, and to help with other things where I was needed or could be used.
That's awesome, Joy. We're really thankful for you. What have you noticed most about the people here in Brazil?
They're very, very welcoming, very giving. It's, and I've made a lot of different comparisons while I was here to the U.S., and I can't really help it because that's my home, that's where I live. But just in society, things are very different here.
How would you compare and contrast the difference in culture between people here in Campo Grande and families, and your family and culture in general in the United States?
Well, as I said, the people are a lot more welcoming, and things are they're more relaxed here, and family, you see a lot more, I guess, togetherness. There's not quite as much of separation from what I've seen, at least. I mean, I don't know all the statistics, but it's just overall everything seems more together and more welcoming.
What has been your scariest moment here in Brazil?
Here in Brazil, or on the way, or what?
Either way you want to respond to that.
What I was probably most afraid of is sharing my testimony here, because I've never really done that before this trip. So it's actually kind of funny. I had everything written out on a piece of paper, and I was like, all right, God, this is all you. I'm just talking. And I ended up losing the paper that had my testimony on it right before I got up. It was crazy, but that was probably one of the scariest, but also most comforting moments, because I knew He was with me. But yeah.
Hello, Randomos here. What have you learned most about missions from your time with us and our family in here in Campo Grande?
That it's not something that really necessarily you're doing by yourself. I mean, you really have to be totally dependent on God for your needs and everything, because for support and for the words to say in your ministry and for what to do with your ministry, and it's really, for me, because I see myself more as an independent person in a few ways, and to have that total dependence on God. Yeah, I've seen a lot of that while I've been here.
Do you believe that you could be content living here in Brazil?
Absolutely. I mean, like anything, it would take some getting used to, because it's so different. But I really do. I like it here. Yeah.
What is the biggest thing you're taking back with you from your time and your experience here? Not your hammock, not your tea set, not the big old knife that Stephen hauled in. Hopefully he'll haul in. What's the biggest thing you're taking back with you that will be with you on a day-to-day basis in the United States?
Probably the dependence on God, and the belief that He is the one working through us. It's not us. It's not about us. It's about Him, and just letting go of what our ideas may be, and just leaning towards what He wants from us, and not so much what we think. That's probably the biggest thing I've got.
What's the biggest thing that you're leaving here in Brazil that you're not taking back with you?
All of the stuff I brought with me for you guys, which was a lot. My suitcases are a lot lighter on this trip back. Yeah.
Well, I think you're leaving some maybe lack of self-confidence or fear or intrepidation that maybe you had.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going back the same person. And some of the things that you're leaving here in Brazil are things that are going to make your way lighter. Not in terms of the 70 pounds you brought down here in your bags, but in your life. I'm very excited to see what the Lord's going to continue to do in that. We came down here in 2005, or I did, and married Virginia on $25 a month support. We've had churches that support us. We've had churches that have supported us and stopped, and individuals and random Wasir trying to earn some moolah for us. How, as a person, starting out and youth, and you yourself sold cookies, which, by the way, your cookies are gold down here. Somebody's going to make some money selling those cookies. I don't know who it's going to be. What would you suggest to us as just a person that has been with us for the last month in terms of raising support through churches or organizations or other means? How can we express what we're doing in a way to people that will, in your opinion, best bring in additional support for our ministry and for our family?
Well, I guess the best thing really that you can do is to build relationships with people, and that's part of what the whole cookie thing was about. Going to a group of people, a family, or a person who runs a bakery, and showing them something new and something different, and giving that information and giving it willingly, and just building that up and seeing where it goes and letting God work. I think that would be your best move, really. I mean, you're good at that stuff. So, yeah. I mean, the whole thing with youth, I don't really know that much, so that other than that, I don't really know what to tell you.
I'm just curious about your opinion on this. How can a church in the United States understand, know, and believe in what we're doing? You've seen us visit individuals, you've seen us visit churches, various denominations. You know the kind of ministry that we've done. We pretty much, with the exception of like a children's service, we've done pretty much all the kind of ministry that we normally do while you've been here. Is it something that you think churches in the United States, especially in the United States because we're not there in front of them physically, that could be something they could get behind and support?
You need to get the word out, obviously, but that just goes back to building relationships with people and working with them and taking lots of pictures like you have on this trip and, you know, just getting the word out. Yeah. My uncle took a break. He's getting another package from China, from Wing Chong
Or Pizza Hut.
or somewhere.
Yeah. Pizza Hut. Go. Vai.
Pode passar pro Joãozinho? Esse aqui, ó, tell us if you'd recommend other people to come here now. Here, other people to come and visit our ministry.
In case you didn't hear that or understand that, he asked me if I would recommend coming here to other people. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I've had a good experience and I've learned a lot from it, and I believe that people should participate, be interactive, and, yeah, absolutely.
Alright, well, that was not a technical difficulty. That was someone, the mailman, giving us a registered letter that I needed to get. So. Okay, alright. So just catching back up with you guys. Alright. Is there anything else you'd like to add to this video that we're doing? Anything else you'd like to say?
No.
Okay, well, it's been a crazy month. We hope that you come back. A lot of people are praying for you here in Brazil, Joy. We love you and we really appreciate you. You've been very flexible in what you've done, and for the most part you said yes when I've asked you to do something, and I appreciate that as a missionary. Someone come and someone visits us, to be willing to go with the flow and be a willing vessel used by God. That really is a blessing to me. So I thank you. I want to thank your mom and your dad for allowing you to come down here to Brazil, because you are 16 years old. There's Timothy Joshua flying by. I want to thank Salem Baptist Church in Winston-Salem, the pastors there, the youth pastor, the people that have given to you specifically. Thank you for our family that has given to you, and friends that you have, your schoolmates, your sister Sarah, who apparently is the science brain in your family that knows how to do a lot of things. And one time you were talking on the phone with her on Skype, and it was really, really awesome for me as your uncle to be able to hear that. So we love you. Hope you'll come back soon and be able to stay a little bit longer next time. And we'll try to keep the day-to-day flowing to you while you're in the...
Want to explain what that is so I don't sound like a complete...
No, I'm not going to explain what that is. If you want to know what that is, you have to come down here yourself. Alright, God bless you, everybody. Deus te abençoe. Ciao, ciao. Hugs from Brazil. Pray for Joy. She goes back to the United States today. Bye-bye.